إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وهو خادعهم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى يراءون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا مذبذبين بين ذلك لا إله هؤلاء ولا إله هؤلاء ومن يضلل الله فلن تجد له سبيلا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Surah An-Nisa of the Qur'an contains a long sequence of verses dedicated to describing and condemning the hypocrites, the munafiqun, those who profess faith outwardly while remaining disbelievers inwardly. Although many other surahs explicitly condemn the hypocrites as cowards who sought to undermine the efforts of the Muslims at every turn, this passage in Surah An-Nisa is unique. It is the only one that clearly exposes the root of their evil, which is their double talk, their lack of commitment, and their attempt to play both sides in order to extract a maximum worldly benefit regardless of how events unfolded. Surah An-Nisa verse 141 describes them clearly. Those who wait and watch you, then if you gain a victory from Allah, they say, were we not with you? But if the disbelievers have some success, they say to them, did we not gain the advantage over you, but we protected you from the believers? The following verse then tells us that they seek to deceive Allah and the people, but in reality, it is they themselves who are deceived, falsely believing that their strategy is working. When we arrive at verse 143, however, something remarkable happens. The translation of the verse reads, wavering between them, neither belonging to these nor to those. The verse describes the hypocrites as people with no firm roots, attached to neither side, constantly choosing whichever position happens to benefit them in the moment, like a plant unable to anchor itself in the ground. But it is only when we read the verse as it was revealed in Arabic that the Qur'an's literary excellence fully emerges. The verse reads, مذبذبين بين ذلك لا إله هؤلاء ولا إله هؤلاء. Focusing on the first word, مذبذبين, we notice the repetition of two Arabic letters, dhal and ba. This produces a stuttering, oscillating sound, dhabdhab, which vividly illustrates the hesitation and instability of the hypocrites as they are pushed back and forth between two sides. Strikingly, this word, and indeed any other word derived from the same root, does not appear anywhere else in the Qur'an. But that's not all. The oscillation between these sounds doesn't stop with that single word. It spills over into the next words of the verse, all while continuing to deliver the intended meaning with precision. As we've seen, the letters dhal and ba repeat within mudhabdhabin. Immediately after it come the words baina and dhalika, and remarkably, they begin with those same letters. Baina begins with ba, and dhalika begins with dhal. The result is a continuous wavering sound, subtly reinforcing the psychological state of the hypocrites even as the verse moves forward. It's worth noticing that even when reading visually, there seems to be a repetition with the skeletal ending of the first word, which is yet another repetition that can demonstrate the hesitation of the hypocrites. And to further crystallize this imagery, the verse is followed by yet more repetition with the prolonged sounds of la and ha appearing multiple times in succession. All of this happens while the verse maintains complete grammatical precision and conveys its meaning concisely and powerfully. We can also observe how the passage gradually escalates in the severity of punishments described for the hypocrites. Verse 138 tells the Prophet Muhammad to inform them of a painful punishment, a statement vague enough to be interpreted as worldly loss. Verse 140 then specifies that their punishment will be torment in the hellfire. Finally, verse 145 delivers one of the harshest verdicts in the entire Qur'an, that the hypocrites will be in the lowest depths of hell, even lower than the other disbelievers, enduring the most severe of punishments. And yet, despite all of this, Allah, in His mercy, still offers them a way out. In the following verse, He opens the door to sincere repentance and true belief. If they return honestly to Him, He will forgive them and admit them into paradise alongside the believers. And Allah knows best.